Hey guys, it's your girl Joy. I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be doing this braid out afro to take me from this to this. And I'm using this Shea Moisturizer Bonding Strength Oil. I'm actually been really loving this lately because I think it's actually helping my hair. And then I'm also going to go in with this pick. These are the only two things that I'm using. I do suggest using a comb that is kind of like a wide tooth comb, not anything too tiny. With that pick, I'm only using the end, and I'm using the top part of it to take off the rubber bands that I put my hair in. So I basically blown out my hair so that it's completely stretched because I really wanted to see my length this time. And I used that and I believe a little bit of foam, curling foam at the end, and I can do a video on that if you guys want it. But I basically did that and put my hair into these braids. I let it marinate for a couple days, and I will be showing the results at the end of the video and a very detailed part of how I take these down so that it's not overly frizzy and it keeps some of its definition. But I will say this time around I was going for more big hair than I was definition. If you do want to see a more defined, detailed video, please let me know, and I'll see you guys in a second. Now I am at the front of the hair and I'm taking the oil and I'm making sure that I coat the entire braid with this oil so that it doesn't get overly frizzy and my hair keeps its shine. I'm taking off the rubber band, but I would suggest that you guys use perm rods instead of rubber bands. But I'm taking off the rubber band with this pick, and basically I'm making sure that I'm really gentle with the end because I want to keep that curl at the end throughout the week so that it doesn't frizz up. So I'm coating that with more oil and I'm just gently taking down the braid, and I'm naturally letting the braid part, and I'm just being really gentle with my hair. And as you can see, it's pretty simple. My hair is keeping its shine. You see the definition, and I'm gonna just do that one more time so that you guys understand what I mean by letting my hair naturally part. A lot of times you'll take down the braid and you'll kind of just be rough, or you'll go overly fast, and then you realize like, wow, why is my hair so frizzy? And it's like when you put your hair into these braids, it just naturally comes apart. Like if I were to walk around all day without the rubber bands, or I'd freshly braid my hair with no rubber bands, my hair would naturally part into three from when I originally did my hair in these braids. And that's what I mean by naturally letting your hair part. So basically just take it down and it should come out like that. And I also would suggest, like I said in the beginning, putting a little bit of foam on your hair, whether it's stretched or it's in its natural state when you do this hairstyle, just so that it can really lock in. And I would suggest as well to put a little bit of water on your hair, very little bit, from a spray bottle before you fully let your hair dry so that it can really lock in that definition. You can see the definition in my hair right now, but I think even water would even make it look even better. So I would suggest that as well, and I will be making a detailed video on how I did these braids and everything. But yeah, I basically take that down, and as you can see, they're both very defined, very shiny, and yeah, I'm gonna do the rest of my head. So now I am going in and I'm parting the front section of my hair, just because that when I pick my hair, I don't want to over pick the front section because I feel like you see that the most, or at least that's the part I care about the most. And so yeah, I'm going in with this pick, and I'm basically going to be picking at the root, not the end, heavy on the root and not the end. And I'm just making sure that my hair is more fluffy because, like I said, I was going for more of a stretched, more big hair look, and I will put a couple photos at the end and the beginning of this video just so that you guys can see the look that I was going for. I like my hair to point up towards the sun like a palm tree, so I was basically going for that look, not really the flat look. But I feel like if you like your hair how it is after you take down the braids. You could totally leave it like that and I'm sure that it would last throughout the week, but for me, I'm taking some sections apart. I really want my hair to be big, but the truth is that on the first day, it's not going to be as big as you want it to be. If you are going for the same look as me, it's not going to be that big towards the sun and like a palm tree, like I said earlier. It's gonna take maybe a day or two, you know, let the humidity hit your hair a little bit if you live in LA like me. And yeah, I'm basically picking the back a lot because it was really defined back there. I did a lot more braids in the back than I did in the front. And so I'm picking it, but not too much because I feel like if you pick it too much, it kind of just loses its definition and everything. And I didn't want to overdo it because this is the first day. But yeah, I basically picked my hair, and I also picked the front as well, but just not too much because I wanted it to keep its definition because I knew that throughout the week it was going to get bigger and I did want to still have some type of definition. But yeah, that's basically how my hair turned out, and I hope that you guys like it. I hope that this video was helpful, and if you want to see any more natural hair or wig installs from me, I will gladly do them.